We will go on the record in the matter 25 CM 28, State of Wisconsin versus Charles Cadotte Jr. The state appears through District Attorney Kevin Schmidt in person. Mr. Cadotte appears in person without counsel. We're set here today in this matter for a status conference. We do, however, have a new charge or charges filed in 25 CM 94. Misdemeanor bail jumping, possession of THC, possession of drug paraphernalia for an initial appearance scheduled for August 13th at 1. With regards to this case, I believe that the matter was working towards a plea, or we could potentially have resolved the case today. With the new filings, I'm unsure. Mr. Schmidt, are you able to update me?
Yeah, we were waiting for him to do Dave Hatch's programs, and then on that it would be plead to DC for costs.
And would that include a global resolution for, there was new charges filed for an allegation offense date of June 5th, 2025, possession of THC, drug paraphernalia, misdemeanor bail?
1 second.
He has posted $500.
Yes, so if he does the Dave Hatch programs, we resolve that case as I described, and then on the new one, an ordinance for THC. So that'd be non-criminal on the THC one.
All right. So have you contacted Mr. Hatch?
I've been doing anger management with James through the Aurora Clinic. That's going really slow. Like, I was hoping he could get me in once a day, but it's not quite like that.
And that's fine. You are more than welcome to go through Aurora if you wish. Dave's is usually, quite honestly, quicker.
Okay.
His class is, well, his is a 4-week, 1 time a week class. But so I'm not sure, did James at Aurora tell you how long it should take?
I'm assuming it's at least 8 sessions, and he's gonna I'm not really sure actually when it's done. But.
When did you start?
It was mid-June.
Okay, so you're going to need a little bit of time. And so do you understand the state's offer? Is it, so Mr. Schmidt, was it to it's DC. You said plead to the DC in this matter, and then in the other matter, ordinance?
Yes.
So it would be, if you complete the program at Aurora, he would ask, the offer would be to plead to disorderly conduct in this case, and you have the new allegations in the other case, and it would be simply a ticket, a THC ticket in that other matter. So is that something you want to consider?
Yes.
Okay. So with regards to the new case, I can go ahead and take care of the initial appearance today, so you don't have to come back August 13th, and I can schedule it way past then to allow you time to finish all of the stuff.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So did you receive a copy of that criminal complaint, that new complaint?
No, I have not.
If not, I can print one out for you. That's fine.
No, you don't.
I don't need to? Okay. Well, then I'll just go over the charges with you. The first is misdemeanor bail jumping. It's alleging on June 5th, 2025 in Burnett County, Wisconsin, having been charged with misdemeanors in that other case, that you were released from custody and you intentionally failed to comply with the terms of your bond by maintaining absolute sobriety. If you were convicted of that, it could be a fine of up to $10,000 or 9 months in jail. Count 2 is possession of THC. It alleges the same date, time, place that you possess THC, and it's an illegal substance. If you were convicted of that, it could be a fine of up to $1,000 or 6 months of incarceration. Count 3 is possession of drug paraphernalia. It alleges same date, same time, same place. You knowingly possessed with the intention to use to inhale a controlled substance, paraphernalia. Okay, and so all matters would be dismissed and read in, except the THC would be amended to a ticket, and the other matter would simply be a disorderly conduct conviction. Everything else would be dismissed and read in. So based upon this new complaint and those charges, you understand them and how they're charged?
Yes.
Not guilty pleas will be entered on your behalf. You are entitled to a jury trial. You would be entitled to a speedy trial should you request one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set this a little far out. September 29th, it gives you 2 months. Okay, so hopefully you'll be all done. Everything will be taken care of. So I'm going to schedule you for September 29th at 9 o'clock. Do you work?
Not right now. no.
Okay, so 9 o'clock would be fine?
Yep.
All right, so 9 o'clock, September 29th. Hopefully, everything's going to be taken care of. And if it is, we'll be able to wham, bam, get it done, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
So you can come up here and get your notice, and then you're free to leave. Mr. Fisher, can you hear me?
Yes, Your Honor.
24 CF 251, 24 CT 90, 24 TR 1143, and 1144. State of Wisconsin, County of Burnett versus Angelica Jackson. The state appears through District Attorney Kevin Schmidt in person. Ms. Jackson appears in person with counsel Zachary Fisher by video conferencing. We're set today in this matter for a plea and sentencing. I believe the matter has reached an agreement, and I do have a plea questionnaire waiver of rights form in the file. Ms. Jackson, before I proceed, if this is going to be a plea and sentencing, do you see your attorneys over there on the screen?
Yes,
And at the last hearing, you said you're okay if he appears by video. Is that
Yes.
still correct?
yes, ma'am.
And if you have any questions during this hearing, let me know, and I'll send you either to our Zoom room or I'll have you call him,
Okay,
and then you can get your questions answered and we can get back on the record, okay?
okay, thank you.
All right, so an agreement has been reached. Mr. Fisher, can you please recite it for the record?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because where are they now?
In Cottage, well, my youngest is still in Cottage Grove with her aunt and uncle, and she's doing good. She's in marching band now, and Anna's in college in River Falls for veterinary school. That's all paid for because of her grades.
Please let's encourage her to be a vet, and she can come back here. She'll make a killing.
She wants to do farm animal, domestic, and farm animals. So she's going to be a traveling veterinarian.
Have her come in. I want to meet her.
I'm in the process of getting a hobby farm right now because so she can practice, but that's what she wants to do, and she's doing it.
Awesome. It's
Yeah.
a lot of work to be a vet, but that's awesome. It is in dire need here, dire need.
Yeah, and she knows that too, and she doesn't have to do the full 8 years because she did 2 years of the courses while she's in high school. So she's, yeah.
That's awesome. What
Yeah.
happened to your wrists?
This one, there's I don't know, some kind of weird cyst that pops up into my wrist, so it kind of cuts the circulation off and it swells up. And then this one, I did myself, going down to the cities to get someone a stove, and that didn't have one, and I lifted it by myself and strained all the muscles in here. So I gotta behave. Thank God my job likes me.
All right, so that's the agreement that you've reached. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and so formal motion to amend count 1, Mr. Schmidt,
So made.
granted. Ms. Jackson, you went over a plea questionnaire waiver of rights form with your attorney, correct?
Yes.
And he read it all to you word for word,
Yeah, I understood everything.
and you understand everything, and you
Yeah.
did sign, well, it says reviewed over the phone.
Yeah.
Technically, because technically I would require you to sign that, I would print it out, but he did go over that with you on the phone,
Yes.
and you've been in front of me before, so you've read these before, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So you fully understand everything,
Yes, I do.
and you gave him permission to electronically sign your name or state that, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And if the court follows the recommendation, this is going to be a simpler matter, and so I'm not going to require the thoroughness of having a signature because you're acknowledging it right here on the record. You're pleading guilty to 1 count of possession of amphetamines, 51, 13 years of schooling. You can read, write, you understand the English language, all correct.
Yes, ma'am.
And you are receiving treatment for a mental illness or disorder, and that's your AODA stuff, correct?
Yeah.
But you aren't taking medications.
No, I'm trying to veer from the medications because I'm having the 1 kidney. So I just trying like natural herbal medicines and stuff like that. And hopefully by September, I'll get back to being with Penny Bearhart so she can,
I like Penny.
she's amazing. And I'm so excited to have her back.
I'm really excited too. I really do truly respect and enjoy Penny. So you went over your constitutional rights with your attorney and you thoroughly understand them?
Yes.
Do I need to go over those rights with you in any more detail?
No, ma'am.
And so you understand by pleading guilty, you're waiving and giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand if you're not a citizen of the United States, your plea could result in your deportation?
Yes.
And do you understand here, the state would have to prove you possessed a substance, the substance was a controlled substance in an amphetamine classification, and you knew or believed that substance was a controlled substance in an amphetamine classification. Do you understand what the state would have to prove?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand the maximum possible penalty could be a fine of up to $5,000 or 1 year of incarceration or both?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand there's a recommendation here for the court for costs only? Do you understand I don't have to follow that?
Yes, ma'am.
I could sentence you and all the way up to that maximum possible penalty if I thought it was warranted. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you still wish to proceed and enter a guilty plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, are you admitting here today you did in fact possess an illegally controlled substance in an amphetamine classification
Yes, ma'am.
and you knew what it was?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So you're pleading guilty because you're guilty of the offense?
Yes, ma'am.
Has anyone made any threats or any promises to you for you to plead guilty to the charge?
No, ma'am.
You're doing so freely and intelligently, telling the court you fully understand what you're doing
Yes, ma'am.
and voluntarily?
Yes, ma'am.
Has your attorney represented you competently?
Yes, ma'am.
He's answered all of your questions.
Yes, ma'am.
He's looked at this matter thoroughly.
Yes, ma'am.
And are you satisfied with his services?
Completely.
Any questions for the court or your attorney before I proceed?
No, ma'am.
As to the amended count 1, possession of amphetamines, how do you wish to plead?
Guilty.
Court will find your plea of guilt is done knowingly, intelligently, and voluntarily. I'm going to find you understand your constitutional rights and what it means to waive and give up those rights. I'm going to find a factual basis to accept your plea of guilt. Based on that, I'm going to find you guilty of the amended count, possession of amphetamine. The remaining counts and matters will be dismissed and read in for purposes of sentencing. A judgment of conviction will be entered today. Argument, Mr. Schmidt.
Because she's already done the AOD and got her license, I think the state's main interests are met in this one. There'd be no point to doing probation with AODA conditions because she's already done it. And obviously, simple possession is not a crime of moral turpitude, so there's no basis to jail or prison. Thank you.
Mr. Fisher, thank you. Ms. Jackson, do you want to make a statement today?
I hope I get the recommendations because I got counseling tomorrow.
Ms. Jackson, you and I go way back.
Yeah.
Had our ups, had our downs, been there, been that way. And I've seen you do very, very well. I've seen you when you're at your lowest too. You know, I hope you know that I want to see the best in you.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that, well, you know, I'm concerned with substance abuse issues, and it's gone back a few years, et cetera. And you've been working hard, and with substance abuse issues, yet not just you, people relapse.
Right.
As long as you learn from that relapse and you continue to move forward and you take control of your life and everything in your life, you're going to do well. You do that. I have no work. There's multiple things with you that I don't worry about. If I assess charges or fines and fees, court costs, I know you'll pay them. You do. Especially even if you get a court-appointed attorney. You do. My concern with you is that you get the mental health that you need and to move forward, because I know your children mean so much to you. And it sounds like they're doing great. It sounds like even though you've had some struggles, that they have still been able to push forward and do great things. They sound intelligent. They sound smart, playing in the marching band. It's a lot of coordination and a lot of mental thinking, and being a vet, that's awesome. So as long as you keep being that support system to your daughters and that positive influence, get the help that you need to gain that control and take over.
They've been my support through, with it, inspired me to, keep fighting through it and go forward. That's why I'm excited about being back with Penny, because she was trying to help me with the trauma part of it, why I was going back and forth with the substance and not dealing with like the death of my parents and stuff like that. So that's
self-medicating.
Yeah.
Self-medicate.
Yeah, and I don't want to do it. Either way, I'm gonna end up dealing with it, and if the longer I prolong it, the worse it's gonna be when I actually have to face it. So I'd rather just not have it hanging on me anymore.
I would rather that too. I think the recommendation is appropriate here. So I'm going to assess $500 court cost, fees, fine. You have that posted. You're good to go. You have 20 days to appeal. Should you fail to appeal within 20 days, you do lose that right. I do need your DNA. I'm sure we have it, but you still need to confirm with the sheriff's department that we have it. If they need it, they'll swab you. If they don't, you're on your way.
Okay.
You have the right to request it be expunged through a written letter to the Department of Justice, not to me or this county, to the Department of Justice. Anything that I'm missing?
Not for me.
Mr. Fisher.
No, Your Honor, thank you.
All right. Good luck, Miss Jackson. I hope you heal up well. Tell both your daughters, but I'm rooting for both of them. But I really am excited for that daughter
Yeah.
in college.
She's excited too. And I'll keep you posted. You'll hear from me.
Excellent. Thank you. River Falls is a great school.
Yes. Yeah.
It really
Wow.
is.
Is it ever?
And they have a really good agricultural.
And they have their own
Farming vet.
rodeo, so they let her be part of that too, without having her own horse. They let her participate with that, so she gets to do some riding herself now too.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so she's pretty excited.
Well, that's great. Good luck to you. You can come get your document for DNA and you're free to go. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a nice day.
Thank you, Mr. Fisher. Mr. Feliski, I have Ms. Green on the line, I think. Is this Ms. Green? You are muted.
All right, let's talk about that. The sentencing of Angelica Jackson in state of Wisconsin v. Jackson was one of those rare hearings that, while rooted in criminal procedure, felt more like a community moment, one grounded in resilience, healing, and second chances. Judge Mogen, as she often does, struck the right tone from the start. Professional but personal, strict on the law, yet open-hearted with someone she clearly knows well. This wasn't just about a possession charge, it was about the person behind it and what comes next. Jackson pleaded guilty to one amended count of possession of amphetamines, a Class 1 felony, with all remaining charges dismissed and read in. The DA, Kevin Schmidt, recognized that Jackson had already completed alcohol and other drug AOD treatment and regained her license. Given that, the state didn't push for jail or even probation. They asked for costs only, acknowledging that Jackson had done the work ahead of time. This wasn't a lenient deal, it was a tailored one, grounded in the idea that the court's primary concerns had already been met. Now, about that courtroom energy, calm, warm, even encouraging. Jackson appeared by video, and her attorney, Mr. Fisher, joined remotely. There was laughter when discussing her daughter's success in veterinary school. The judge asked about Jackson's wrist injuries, chatted about her daughter's involvement in the college rodeo, and sincerely rooted for her kids. You don't often hear a judge say, "I'm really excited for your vet daughter," but here, that line wasn't just tolerated, it was welcomed. This was Judge Mogen doing what she does best, reinforcing the human side of the bench while never abandoning the seriousness of her role. Jackson's own words were honest and heartfelt. She acknowledged her past struggles with substance use and mental health. She explained that she's working with herbal alternatives due to medical reasons, and she's eager to return to counseling with a provider she trusts. Her goal? To stop self-medicating and deal with unresolved trauma, including the loss of her parents. There was no attempt to excuse her conduct, only to explain the journey and the effort to keep walking forward. Judge Mogen responded with equal parts compassion and realism. She praised Jackson's progress, but reminded her that relapse is common. What matters, the judge said, is learning from it. She imposed a $500 fine and court costs nothing more, and reiterated that she had faith Jackson would handle that responsibly, as she always had in the past. She made it clear this wasn't just about the offense, but about Jackson's mental health, her family, and her ability to remain a supportive presence in her daughter's lives. It was, in every sense, a restorative moment, a legal proceeding, yes, but one that acknowledged the past without letting it define the future. Not every case ends like this, but this one did, and it left behind more than just a conviction. It left behind hope. If you found this hearing insightful, consider subscribing, hitting the bell, and letting me know your thoughts in the comments below. I read every one.